So, bro, last week we learned that the UK love Atlanta. Boy, that went crazy. The clip went crazy. It went almost for this. Would you say it went viral, bro? Because a lot of comments, a lot of things we might discuss in this week's podcast, though.
It went viral for us, and I got some I got some words on that. Don't worry, don't you
Yeah,
you already know it.
exactly. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's go, bro. Hey, welcome back to the Shoe Dog Podcast, episode 218, with me and the bro, 808 Kicks 80, and the bro as well, Rick Dub. He's back on the podcast, special guest this week. But please do like, follow, subscribe, come and chat to us. Let's have a conversation. Let's break it down like we always do. And please do check out the Shoe Dog Podcast on all the social platforms and all the major audio channels as well. And go and check out Love Kick Customs myself. Go and check out 808 Kicks _ 80, and go and check out Rick Dub. What's your socials, bro?
Rick Dub everywhere, man.
Rick Dub everywhere. That's the one.
Keep it simple. Rick Dub everywhere. Rick Dub.
Yeah, that's the one. Rick Dub everywhere. But yeah, and thank you all guys for rocking with us. As I mentioned at the start, one of our clips or one of our shorts went viral last week, and we had all the English fans come through. But before we do that, before we talk about anything in terms of this week, what we're here to do this week, bro.
Same thing we do every week, TJ. Try to take over the world. No.
That's the one. And it looks like we are almost starting to.
Look at man. First of all, you know what? I don't even want to start with it because I want to cuss. Okay.
Okay,
We're
cool.
not gonna start with that.
But I want to cuss too. Look, I've got loads
Yeah,
of
so
it
we
now.
gonna wait the 10 minutes. We're gonna
Right.
wait 10 minutes.
Then get into it.
Yeah. So I want to say something that might be prisoner of the moment. It's probably gonna be factual for some people and not so factual for others.
Yeah.
J. Cole, the best rapper in the world.
What makes you say that, bro?
I went to the Fall Off show. First of all, all the shows I've been to, including the Goody Mob show, of professional high-level artists, especially rappers, I've never seen a crowd like this, bro. The crowd, listen to me, Rick. This crowd was like walking through the mall. You know, when you go to a concert, you feel like you at a concert. Like people look like they at some high level. No, bro. I felt like I was walking through the mall. Everybody in there was so regular that it was shocking. Like it seemed like just a regular Friday night. Like it wasn't nothing special going on. People were looking nice, but everybody was so regular, bro. It wasn't no super high heels, and super tight this and short that, and dudes with 37 chains. And
I understand what you're saying. Like if you go to say like a Mary J. Blige show, right? You're gonna have a bunch of women dressed like Mary J. Blige and a bunch of dudes that's trying to get with women that dress like Mary J. Blige, right? So the aesthetic of everything, I got what you're saying.
Yeah, bro. I mean, no, you smelt the little, you know what I mean? When the concert got going, you smelt the little sour air.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. But it wasn't, the crowd was so chill. Like everybody was so, it was everybody, bro. It was people in there in their 60s, people in their 40s, people in their 20s, families, you know what I'm saying? Fathers with their sons and daughters, and mothers and fathers with the whole family. Like it was, bro, I ain't never been to a hip hop show that brought the mall out. I'm talking about. That's the only thing I can
Yeah.
compare
That's a
it
good,
to, bro.
yeah, good comparison.
It's a everybody situation. Like it, and it's because of him, bro. Then he come out on stage and he give you an hour and a half by himself, and he said probably 95% of the words on every song that he performed. And J. Cole don't rap slow.
No, he does not.
And, you know what I'm saying?
No, he
Like
does not.
the man was in tip top shape. His crowd participation is on another level. The man started the show from in the crowd.
Okay.
He started the show from in the crowd, bro. Like the lights go down,
Mhm.
they announce him, and then the spotlight start panning the crowd. And then it stopped on him, and he's sitting there amongst the people. Like,
It's very WWE Uso coded. Okay.
Yeah.
the man, he
Okay.
do the first song coming through the crowd.
Mhm.
Then by the time he get on stage, bro, it's already goosebumps. Like me and my wife did not sit down while he was on stage. Like it was different, bro. Like after going to the GNX show, birthday bash, and some more stuff, like I'm looking forward to seeing how I'm gonna feel after the Jay-Z show. But Cole made me not want to think about that GNX tour in the same way.
Oh wow.
For real, bro. Like it's weird to even feel like that. But I left State Farm Friday night saying J. Cole is the best rapper on the planet. Based on seeing the live show in person combined with everything else. Take out the apology and the battle and all that. Just on pure skill level, the boy, I mean, and I'm talking about the boy, he 41. He out there, he looked like he 30 on stage, 28. You know what I'm saying? Like prime. Dog. Shout out to J. Cole, man.
Shout out to J. Cole.
You forget how many, and the way his songs hit, you wouldn't think all them songs would hit.
And
they hit different on the show, bro. It's crazy, dog. You like the music more live than you do listening to it by yourself.
Okay. I don't like the rhetoric where people say that J. Cole hasn't got hits, and it's a lot of people bounce off, and that's stupid to me. That's very stupid. And they say that to a lot of artists, and it's always good to experience artists firsthand and in life. And this is the reason why I was talking about it this last week in terms of Jay-Z. And this is I originally thought I wasn't going to go see Jay-Z this year, but I changed my mind last minute, and obviously Q knows why. But Mrs. was happy that I changed my mind because she always says you got to go see the people you've listened to and love and respect in live in person as well. This is why I've seen Kendrick twice. Yeah, exactly. This is why I've seen Kendrick twice. Yeah, I got privileged to see Tyler the Creator, and now I'm going to see Jay-Z. If I can see Cole, I will definitely go and see Cole. But like, I hate that narrative, and a lot of this is. I think me and Q have talked about this outside the pod as well, about stans and how stan nature like kind of destroys the whole love for that music vibe, because they if you pick one side, then all of a sudden you can't like the other artist, and I think that's totally wrong. That's totally wrong.
Right, you can like whatever you want to like. If they're on two different sides of a spectrum, hey, one doesn't cancel out the other, not in that way.
Yeah, exactly that.
You're exactly right.
I'm glad.
At least once, if you can, make a trip, see your favorite artist at least once. Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'm glad Q you got to see J. Cole. Mrs. Sister got to see Pitbull, and for some reason they had a concert. She ended up going to see Pitbull in concert. I think that tickets were booked like from a year ago or so, and all I got told was there's a lot of people with ball caps on, and I started laughing.
That's crazy. That's ball caps.
And he broke the World Guinness record for people with ball caps at a concert.
It was something they was doing on purpose.
That's
yeah.
look, that's a crazy goal to shoot for, but and hit, let alone
Get it right.
Yeah. But
So,
she likes reggaeton and she likes Bad Bunny, so that was her compensation for not going to see Bad Bunny. She had a chance to, but she'll eventually in the future hopefully go and see Bad Bunny.
now I was gonna say, so did she participate in the ball cap?
No. No. She didn't realize until she was there, bro.
Okay. She ain't a real fan then. She ain't down for the cause.
No, you gotta go all in, 100% all in. But on that, how's your week been, guys? In general, what you been up to? What's been on your radars?
It's been a good start to the week so far. Finally feel better. Hey, being over here in Memphis and dealing with the air, you can get sick real quick. So I spent the last week like down. So I'm finally feeling better. I'm good.
I know your pain. It was 2.5 years ago for me. I had that same thing that you was dealing with. I was in the hospital for a week.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know that struggle. I don't know about this week. There's a lot going on, bro. There's a lot going on. I'm disappointed because that reel that you was talking about earlier didn't pop until after we recorded the next episode.
Yeah. Hold on to that thought. I want to just touch on Rick's sneaker pickups first of all, because Rick picked up.
Okay,
that ain't what he came for.
It is.
I don't want to see it.
This is what you came for. It's fine.
Go, bro.
Also why we're
First of all,
here y'all go with this, man.
So Q, did you see the brick after brick restock shock drop this morning?
This morning?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No, I did not.
Yes, they did a shock drop restock of the brick after brick fours this morning.
On sneakers.
On sneakers, yep.
The dead app. The app that don't nobody go to for nothing.
Oh, I do.
No.
I still
don't
do,
be
because
don't
that some folks, yeah. Depending on what you
now they're doing the most. Now they're doing the most.
Now they're doing the most because they did that drop. They did this other drop on Friday.
Wait, hold on.
Bro. Size is still sitting.
You lie. Where my phone at?
No lies here, bro. No lies
What
here.
sneakers you on?
UK.
Oh, y'all got them too.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody told me nothing. See how it worked, Rick? You see how it worked? Ain't nobody told me nothing.
Just to show you how this is how my morning went.
Oh,
just to let you know, because I've been looking at resale. So resale in size 14 is right around 330, 340. So I've been kind of eyeing it.
So you're up and up now. That's a very good cop, bro. Like
yeah,
I was having a word with Sneaker Bay. Sneaker Bay. What's the Sneaker Bay Detroit? No. One of the guys. Hold on. Basically, we were talking about the. I think it's Sneaker Bay. Hold on, let me just correct that. Hold
sure,
on.
what Brick Bay?
Brick Bay, yeah, Brick. Hold on, might be. I'm getting this confused.
Like you, Brick Bay.
Yeah, Brick Bay. Sorry, that's the one. He was saying that the size, he's the same size as you, bro. And we were talking about the True Blue Freeze, about how it was like before it released. We said that it's gonna stay around. It's gonna still sit around. It's all full size ones still sitting around. Probably once it goes on sale, I'll probably pick it up. But he said I couldn't take the chances. I'm size 14, and if I do take the chances, I'll probably won't end up with my sneaker. Seems similar to you, bro. So like, yeah, it depends on the sizes. If you know you're a big size, go for it. But if you know you're in the middle of that bell curve, there you go. Then you might be able to risk.
Oh yeah, stuff like that. If it's,
I'm talking about the True Blues.
Oh yeah. Like,
Oh, they're gone, or they're sticking around?
No, I had the
His size
16 pair of the True Blues. I didn't want them. So
Yeah.
I'm 100%. If there's something that I know that I want to get, I can't take any chances. Like, it might go on sale for everybody else, not for me.
But not for you. But not for you. That's the problem.
But not for me. No.
Yeah, nah, these the bricks gone.
Yeah.
You should know that wasn't gonna last. I don't even see the shock drop post on it.
No, as soon as it sold out, they took that up off the app. That was done.
This is the True Blue in the UK. All size sitting except for size 13's gone. Even your size is gone, bro, which is 14. Ironically, your size is gone, bro.
we missing both ends, small sizes and the really big sizes all gone. I think the big, it's I think 13 still hanging around, and then it dropped to 11 through like 9.
Yeah.
And that's just on sneakers. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of places you can walk in the store and
walk in.
All the retailers got it. All the retailers have got it at the moment. Just checking that now. But you've got some Cryoshocks as well, haven't you, bro? You've got a couple.
Bro, come on, bro. I thought we was done with what Rick got said.
No. I just want to know. I just want to know what Rick thinks about them, because basically it's his first-hand experience.
Yeah. So Friday, they did.
I don't like thinking about stuff I ain't got.
They did a restock of all the cryo shots. And then over here, they dropped the Jordan cryo shot. This is the first drop for us over here. So,
remember I was telling you?
So I managed to hit on the Jordan.
So can you break down what's going on for us, because it's hard for me to fathom what's happening on the bottom of the shoe. It looked like some dusty suede on top. Is that what we're seeing?
Yeah, this is a kind of a smoother nubuck here. The swoosh is actually kind of a nappier suede. So you got two different types of suede here. Kind of got this candied midsole with the kind of clear outsole, and then if you can see here, kind of see the protrusion of the cleat, and then on the bottom, that's Mike. So they put a picture of Mike on the outsole. The insole has nothing on it, but basically you have a soccer boot. Make sure I get it right, but it's smooth out. So if you can think of like how a Samba feels, to me, this is how a Samba feels. It's a little bit thicker on the midsole part, so it's not quite as flat feeling as a Samba, but basically that's what it is.
Nikes ain't supposed to feel flat like that. It don't matter how small the shoe is.
Right, but to me, that's how it feels on my foot. It's actually around the toe box. It's a lot roomier than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more snug because it is a boot, but it's not snug at all. So that is the one big surprising thing.
How many millimeters does the cleat protrude the clear outsole?
That's nothing, bro.
It's supposed
to be next to nothing.
That's not much.
Right.
You can see that there.
It looks like it's about 2 mil. Yeah, it's supposed to protrude like 1.5 mil from there to clear unit. I think me and Rick had a conversation about this, because you was you didn't really know whether you was going to go in from whether it separates from the actual cleat of the sneaker and you can actually multi-use it, but they've actually encased that invisible unit onto the cleats itself.
Yeah.
What is that? Yeah. Is it hard plastic? It's not rubber, is it?
Are you talking about the clear part? It's not. It's fairly solid. There's no give, like if you had like some sort of cushion, or you're thinking about some other cushion. That is not this. This is, if you can hear that is fairly solid. Most of your, if you want to call it cushioning, is going to be in the midsole part, but again, it's fairly flat too. It's like a Samba.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's one more. Hold on. We're finishing up the football conversation, right? This is one.
We go to the football conversation for real.
Right. This is one we had a conversation about, TJ. Like, we wanted them to get into this kind of merging of shoes, right? So take a soccer boot and merge it with a different kind of outsole. So we
I
saw
know
these.
what you're
Like,
gonna
okay,
show.
yeah, this
I
is
know what you're gonna show as well.
the R995. Yeah. So again,
That's crazy.
not as snug as you think a soccer boot will actually feel. It's still very roomy, and the cushion
Yeah,
is
the
a
mercurial.
95. Yeah, and the cushion is a 95 cushion. So if you can rock 95s on a regular, this is no problem. Very
There
shiny.
you go.
It's very good.
We still haven't got that released in the UK, which is shocking. We haven't got that release, or we haven't got the mirror release at the moment for the 7s either. So we don't know what's happening with that at all. So
you done, man? You done showing out?
I'm done. Yeah, I'm good.
Yo, Crick was flexing today.
I was down, but I was not out. I still got it.
Ain't nobody asked you about all that though.
Hey, I'm just letting you know.
Right, cool. Let's divert back into the conversation you was talking about. You never knew your clip. That clip was gonna go viral a week after we did the pod.
Do you want? Fuck it, we here, and I can cuss.
Yeah.
Let's go, Tom. Let's go.
I want to address directly the people who were critical of what I said on that 30 seconds of a 5-minute conversation that y'all saw.
Yeah.
In trying not to linger or turn one topic into another, TJ and I have tried to develop different ways of spinning things in order to add nuance instead of just sounding like a recorder every time we get on the microphone, because we're going to say some of the same stuff all the time. Okay. English people, I appreciate the support for Michael Harris Jr. Not Jr. I'm sorry. Michael Harris II, or as y'all would say, there's only one Michael Harris.
Yeah.
I am from Atlanta, Georgia. Michael Harris is from Decatur, Georgia. Not too far from where I grew up. I live in Decatur right now, not too far from where he grew up. Okay. There's hometown pride when it comes to Michael Harris and the Atlanta Braves. Y'all ain't seen me with nothing that ain't Atlanta. You haven't. Go pull up whatever video you can find, and you ain't gonna find it. So, with that being said, I was not trying to bring a certain type of attention to the topic. I was stating a fact when I said, because it's in my brain, and y'all was right in one aspect of what y'all was saying. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Michael Harris, being a black player, an American black player, is rare in Major League Baseball. Am I lying, Rick Dub?
You are not.
In the 80s and 90s, and the 2000s for a while, the early 2000s, black players were more prevalent. Am I lying, Rick Dub?
You are not.
With that being said, the current home run derby champion, Jordan Walker of the St. Louis Cardinals, said in his speech that he wants more black kids to play baseball. What I'm getting at is the knowledge that I was trying to, the little bit of knowledge I was trying to pass along about the sport of baseball in regards to black people. And you're not going to get me to stop talking about black people shit, because guess what? I'm a black person. You're not going to get me to stop talking about what happens in the U.S. because I live in the U.S. I do see color. I live in color. I was born in it, as Bane would say. You know what I'm saying?
Molded by it.
Born in darkness.
Born in it, molded by it.
Yes, you did. So
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make a racial argument when I make the statement Michael Harris being one of the few very good black players happen to get chose by the English fans just because they sat there or whatever the reason is, right? It's funny.
Yeah.
Is the point of the post. It's funny how these people came over here and adopted this man, and admittedly, all up and through them 5,000-10,000 comments y'all left. I don't know nothing about baseball, but I know who Michael Harris is.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious as hell. Like
At least
Michael Harris.
500 to 1,000 people saying, I don't know nothing about, I never seen a game before. I don't know nothing about I'm about to buy my kid a Michael Harris jersey. There's only one Michael Harris. These people going all the way in for this man is nothing but a great thing. The fact that there's not too many black people in baseball ain't got shit to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Do not conflate, okay? I got some stats, y'all. Oh, wait a minute. This is MLB.com. MajorLeagueBaseball.com. Number of black players on opening day rosters increases for 2 straight years, right? I will have y'all know that in 2026, the percentage of black players in Major League Baseball is 6.8. In 2024, it was 6.0. So the increase over the last 2 years was not even a full percentage. But y'all want to call me racist because I'm letting y'all know there ain't no black players in baseball.
I think
the fuck
I did. Q. I think it's the.
I'm being racist, bro, because I'm stating facts.
No. It's not. There was a few people that said. There's a few people.
It was more than a few.
Okay,
there's more than a few. Them comments came to my phone just like they came to yours, brother.
Yeah. There was
people. The feelings, the funny feelings I had to fight.
To not go off
because some of the comments I'll tell you the nuances. Michael Harris II, and there's only one Michael Harris is a joke in itself, which obviously we both know. But the UK people started calling baseball rounders because we play rounders, which is which is not the same. Our rounders is underhanded, baseball is overhanded softball. Throws and stuff like that. Softball, yeah. So for them to call that, I was like a little bit of a banter, and it's always gonna be like small little banter like that. The other things like we don't see no color. I can understand that, but I agree with that to a point. Then I don't agree with it to a certain point because me being the skin color I am and the racial impacts we're having over in the UK because of being my skin color. Yeah, we see color because when we go out, we have to be cautious about where we go, what we do, what surroundings we are. So we have to see color, and that's the difference. But from a different perspective, when you don't live in that environment, you don't see color because your freedom, and this is where we say there's privilege in being a certain color because you don't need to worry about certain aspects in life, and that's where the privilege comes from.
Is bliss.
Yeah, exactly. But when you don't live it, you don't understand it. And for I could say the majority of the comments that came through there were very positive, and the majority of the comments I understood what they were trying to say. But in the UK, majority of people don't see color, and that's a positive thing because that means there is allegiance between different colors and ethnicities. But what we're finding recently is there's the other spectrum where people do identify color, people do go and use violence and other aspects of abuse to the people that are in color. Exactly. We could go down a whole rabbit hole and talk for the next hour or so about how color is important and color and diversity is important, and how over the years ignorance was always there. Now it's falling back up because of certain aspects in politics, but we don't talk about politics over here because we don't believe in politics we
don't talk about politics, but we get political, and this is a political situation because the translation, this is one of them lost in translation type situations,
Yeah.
in my opinion, because
Exactly that.
when people say I don't see color, it's typically coded. That's why I say ignorance is bliss.
Yeah,
So
but the
that
thing is
that
that's
triggers
lost.
me a little bit.
But that's lost in translation because that saying here means we're all the same, and majority of the people believe that. But in the US, if you said that, that's a different matter. That's a different statement. So it's the context, the contextual meaning. But that alone, this is why I said there's a few people that actually did say, why did he bring color into this? And what they got to realize is because what Q said, we do live in color. The United States is segregated and divided because of color and regions and aspects, and we do have that in the UK where we have estates, and these estates were designed for people of less fortunate outcomes and stuff like that. So we understand that, and on top of that. In the projects, which is similar to what we had got in the States, and you got the projects and the ghettos, and but the additional factor is what Q's shown is the reason why it's highlighted the fact that there is color, and the reason why he mentioned the player's color is because there's not enough player representation in baseball to actually say this player itself or this player, because you have to mention the fact that there isn't a lot of black players in that, and the fact that the English players picked a minority in baseball, which is amazing in itself, is funny and it's amazing and it's fantastic. And this is what we were trying to get at when I compared baseball to cricket. Cricket is our way of elitist sports, and I call it elitist sports is because you have to have money to actually have any you have to invest money into that sport to actually play in that sport, to actually even have a chance to being involved in that sport. And that goes within Formula 1 too. So when people like Lewis Hamilton say what they say in Formula 1, it's important to recognise that they're saying it for a reason, because if you see the commitments that Lewis Hamilton's father did to get Lewis Hamilton to even be in Formula 1, that's a commitment in itself. And a lot of people that aren't as fortunate as Lewis Hamilton or his father would not be able to be in that sport. So when we mention colour, there's a reason why we mention colour. That's all I've got to say.
Like sometimes you don't want to do politics. Politics will do you, whether you want that to happen.
Exactly that.
And how you were talking about cricket over there is steeped in money. That's how baseball is over here. Like if you don't have money to put your kid in all these club teams that have to travel hundreds of miles at a time to maybe even play in the game, never mind those that actually are good who want to play. You have to go with your club team and travel. You might not ever actually see the field, but you have to spend thousands of dollars to do so. You're going to price out a whole segment of people. And historically over here, you're pricing out who? Black people. So to say that I can't see, like to highlight, oh, you actually found a black player to latch onto in this sport where, like you said, the number was 6%. I remember 6%. When it was 9%, and that's still not that long ago. So you're not talking about a whole hefty segment of a group that's playing a sport. So to point that out, to point out the race and things doesn't make one racist. It depends on how you're pointing it out, but just stating that doesn't make a person racist.
So
Two, I like how y'all are talking about the lost in translation part, because we're dealing with that in the WNBA side over here too, right? So if you know, I don't know if you follow the WNBA like that. Sandy Rondello is the coach of the Toronto Tempo. She's Australian. A couple of nights ago, she made a comment about Angel Reese being a protected species, right?
Don't do it.
So she says that's something that they say in Australia all the time, meaning that someone has a special whistle. That's what they say that it means. You can say that
actually
there,
the opposite. If you watch Angel Reese play, it's actually the opposite.
Correct. Right. She doesn't have a special whistle. But over here, if you call a black person a protected species, that is very racially coded. So again, being lost in translation, everybody who may be Australian hears one thing, but we historically dealing with all these slights and all these things, and it means something totally different.
Yeah, the thing is, I like to think of it this way. Once if you're in Rome, you got rule by the rules in Rome. So if the Australian player is playing in America, you got to be contextually aware of what you're saying. That's very important, and I think it's important that people that go to different countries abide by the rules and regulations of that country to make themselves aware, because certain gestures, certain things that you do will be impactful for where you go to. So it's important to learn the culture when you go there. So, even on this podcast, like I even said to one comment, I said, well, how can you even think that way? Because on the pod we had Rufio, who's mixed race, I'm brown, and Q's Afro American or black. So how can you even think that we're in any way making up racial gestures or features or context in our pod? So like, what the hell are you talking about? So but
you talking shit to an American black dude, an African Indian dude, and a Hispanic Irish dude sitting on a sneaker part. Bro, we talking, this is a sneaker show. And 5 seconds or something I said about black players in baseball to a group of people who know shit about baseball.
And it was showing love to the UK people. I think a lot of people and a lot of people liked us for it.
I started it by saying it's hilarious seeing the English content creators coming over here doing their thing. And, you know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, I think a lot of people got picky with the fact that you even call the English people content creators, because they amalgamated the two. And I had to really sit there and say,
I was watching content creators' content on YouTube. That's how I found out about the Michael Harris situation. It's the one guy, I can't think of his name. He came here. He got a haircut in a black barbershop. They sent him to go get lemon pepper wings. They went to Mary Mac's and ate soul food and was tripping over. His wife took his macaroni. Like, it was a whole hour-long video. And the reason he was here was to go to the game against the game where y'all came back. Y'all was down and y'all won that game 2-1.
That was it was against an African team. I can't remember. Was it Ghana? Maybe Ghana.
Congo.
Congo,
DR
Congo, yeah.
So
Dominican Republic Congo. That's the one.
Yeah, I was watching it in between World Cup games. They went to the Braves game and they was singing songs to Michael Harris. I'm watching it from the perspective of a content creator who was actually there when it happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making up some shit. I'm not giving y'all something I read on. I sat there and watched the video that the man made of the situation happening in real time. Okay.
So
I don't know if y'all always pay attention to that type of stuff. But no. I got travel content on my YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So it came across. My wife sent it to me. Actually, she saw it.
I'll tell you two things that's very important to me: diversity and making sure I spread diversity and knowledge. And I'm an avid football fan. I've been following football since I was like maybe 13 or 14. I nearly supported Arsenal. I nearly supported West Ham, which is my local team, but I ended up supporting Liverpool because my dad used to listen to Liverpool when he was in East Africa over the radio during the 1970s and 80s, and when Liverpool were at their utmost elite power and winning everything. So this is just the reason why I support Liverpool, and there's never going to be a chance and I won't support Liverpool. But I know my football knowledge, and one of the things I wanted to address was how football in America has now become a bit of an elitist sport, where even when you think about football, grassroots football in UK, like anybody's allowed to play. Anybody that's got a chance and talent will be picked up. But now what I'm finding is in America you have to have a certain wage. Or not certain wage, you have to have a certain income to actually allow your kids to even function in the facilities, and I think that's very detrimental to the footballing league or the soccer league there, because what it does.
No. It's curriculum for y'all. Sorry to cut you off. It's curriculum for y'all. A lot of places in the world treat soccer like PE. It's like PE is
100%.
soccer class.
This
You know what I'm
is why
saying? They have
this is why
whole
it's the most global sport in the
schools
world.
dedicated to, like, you leave grade school and you go to soccer school. And now from from 10 to 18, all you doing is trying to become a professional soccer player. We don't
Yeah.
have programs like we have programs here, but I'm pretty sure
Costs
Rick can
money.
tell you
It costs money.
AAU, these private schools and charter schools and stuff like that, bro. It's a lot of money for all sports.
Same
Baseball
way.
just happened to
It's
be one of the more expensive, like golf, but like
Yep.
ain't that many soccer programs nationwide. Like soccer ain't regular in every school like it is
it's
for y'all.
pricing. It's pricing
Basketball,
your
football, baseball are the big three in the U.S. Those are the
it's
primary
literally
sports.
it's literally pricing your talent out of the pool because
Correct.
there's a
Yeah.
lot of players, there's a lot of people within the suburbs, within the ghettos,
Unless you're
within
that
the
talented.
yeah
If you're
yeah
talented
unless you're
enough,
that
they will
talented.
find you and they will pay for you.
Exactly, and you get your scholarships, which is a bit different to the UK. But in terms of once you're at youth level, once you go through grassroots, once you're picked up by the academies, they'll educate you and they'll train you, and you're part of that club. Until like I can talk about Steven Gerrard when he was 18 years old. Oh, well, it was when he was 8 years old. Jamie Carragher when he was 8 years old, coming through the Liverpool academy, and being Liverpool through and through, and literally graduating, becoming first team. What do you call it? First
Like
team footballers,
y'all
senior
start
footballers.
college at 12. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then all of
And go
a sudden
straight to the pros.
these players have won everything except for the Premier League. Steven Gerrard is probably one of a legend at the club. He's won practically everything you can think of except for the Premier League, which is unfortunate because he would be one of the players that I would have loved to. He nearly came close
Who do you
to
play
two
for?
3 times to winning.
Who is national team? France.
England.
Okay.
Steven Gerrard, yeah. But I put an interesting post out, and this is why I want to talk about diversity as well. So we have the UK is not free of racism at all. Like let's be honest. Like there's the ignorance is bliss. There's hidden racism all over the place, even in the media, even in politics and all that stuff. Because there's certain events currently happening which we haven't highlighted in the minority community. And when it happens in the majority community, it gets escalated to a point where there's extreme violence. We know that. We as a community will come together and address that. But in footballing context, let's have a look at it in footballing context. In September 2000, I put it on my stories on Instagram. You can all go and have a look at it you guys can have a look at it now. It's September 2013. If you dare. September 2013, the FA chairman Greg Dyke publicly demanded or blamed.
Hold on.
Don't even go there. Don't even go there with a surname. Don't even go there with a surname, bro.
Let it go, Q.
Let it go, Q. It's not that serious.
I heard
Greg
it.
Dyke. Yeah, Greg Dyke. Right. You
said
heard it
again. You said it again.
You heard it. You heard
got
it.
to let it
Right.
breathe. Hold on. You got to let it breathe.
He wanted to Greg Dyke.
You
Greg
said
Dyke.
it again. Now you got to let it breathe.
Publicly
Let it
blamed the FA chairman publicly blamed the influx of foreign managers, owners, and players for the decline of the England national team, setting up an unofficial or official commission to address the issue. In 2013, right, he said there was too many Spanish, Italian, foreign players from Europe coming in and polluting the game because the English lads weren't getting a chance in their teams, and it will diminish the English football team because they can't play the game. I sat there in 2013 and I made the counter argument to all the people, all my mates, and said, if you're not good enough, you're not going to play. But if you're good enough, you're going to evolve. right? And you become better as a nation, as a team, because you get technically inept. All the technical skills and capabilities that European footballers have and the advantage they have is neutralized in the English players, because they're now learning new skills, new capabilities, new facilities, new food, new nutrition, all that stuff. And when we see players now play at till the age of 38 and 41, which we've seen with CR7 and Messi, that's a tribute to that. So players are no longer retiring when they were 28 or 30. They're actually playing on till they're 36 to 40, which is great because of nutrition science behind it. Then I said, since then, 2018, we've been knocked out in the semi-finals of the World Cup, right? Of the European Cup. I mean World Cup. 2020, we reached the European final. 2022, we've reached the quarterfinals and lost to France, who actually went to the went to the final and lost to Argentina. We'll talk about Argentina in a bit. 2024, we again reached the European finals and got beat by Spain, who actually are now European and world champions. In 2026, recently, today, this year, England have finished the highest they've finished since 1966. Right, now tell me how diversity hasn't helped that. Tell me how having the technical knowledge and adapting the capabilities of the European football or the cultures that came over here, and some of the players that actually gone into Europe, like Jude Bellingham, and what a player we are talking about, because he went to Dortmund because he couldn't get a chance in England. He then went to Real Madrid. Now he's playing as a Real Madrid player. What a phenomenal player. So tell me how diversity hasn't helped English football, and I'll sit here and I'll listen to your bullshit. Because I put at the end, diversity only makes society better, but whatever, right? Because you can talk the most bollocks, you can talk the most shit, you can talk the most absolute cack out your ass, right? But at the end of the day, when you evolve and develop with as a community, as a global community, you only become stronger as a society. And this is what's lost within all the racial narrative we're getting now, because divide and conquer and separation is all the what we're talking about now. But we can learn from each other and we can become better people. But people don't want that, or certain people don't want that. What a load of bullshit! Because I've just proven that diversity works. That's
Why
what
are you being so racist, man?
Proof is always in the pudding, man.
If being diversity is being racist, then I'm guilty.
So be it.
So be it. But I talk with facts. I always come with facts.
No, man. No. Just because the greatest player in MLB history happens to be a black man, Barry Bonds, don't mean I'm being racist, because I acknowledge the fact that there's less than 7% black men in Major League Baseball. That's it, bro. Listen, I love everybody.
Yeah.
As long as you got love for me. If you're on that bullshit, I hate you too, motherfucker. I promise you. Whether you want to say it behind closed doors, whether you want to sneak around it in a comment with your fucking dog as your avatar and 0 posts and fucking 17 followers, even though you follow 37,000 people, and you just want to jump in the comment and say something goofy, I'm gonna just block you. You
saw my comment. Username 23456 whatever that was. He said something to you. He said something to you, and I just said, coming from a person that's got a profile picture that's red, that hasn't got is private, that literally, I can't remember what the hell he said.
The profile picture was red.
Like literally, just the color red.
Just red. Like, what we talking about? What are we actually talking about?
You know what?
Let me look at you.
He called us keyboard warriors for the fact that we were behind laptops talking.
The motherfucker
That's
said,
not even what that means.
Bro.
That's not even what words mean things. That's not even what that means.
Bro, I barely touch my keyboard doing this shit. I don't touch my keyboard doing this shit, actually. While y'all talking crazy. And the motherfucker mentioned me wearing glasses. You imagine wearing glasses in the house. from
That's the
behind
one.
camera.
That's the
Bro,
one.
you see that big square reflection on my
That
shade?
light right there.
Do you want that in your eyes or not?
But
on, bro.
I just want to say, I just want to say,
I recorded for 3.5 years
But
without shades, bro. I'm
but-
half blind because of this shit.
But you know, folks that
Yeah,
sit
he-
in their basements in the dark don't ever see light, so they don't understand. So you gotta
yeah.
cut it.
His
That
comment
much
was his comment was sunglasses indoors behind a computer. I said online, and I responded with online hidden behind a red picture without a username, projecting much.
Projecting a
Always.
whole lot.
Oh, bro! I just want to say also the fact that it's interesting and it's great to know that there's a lot of players in the England squad that aren't of white heritage and nationality as well, because I think the racists don't know who to support anymore.
Bro. Sports is supposed to be the great equalizer. And in most cases, from whistle to whistle, it is.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Some people can put aside what they do when they're at home by themselves, when they out at the sporting event, or when they watching their favorite team that just happened to be 70% black. Looking at you, NFL. But you know, it's supposed to be the great equalizer, because I mean, look at Luka Doncic and Giannis and all the great foreign players in the NBA. Ain't nobody tripping. If you can hoop, you can hoop. You know what I'm talking about? Do you live here or nah? Oh, you live here? You playing for us now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's as simple as that, bro. When you was a kid, when your family moved and you had to go to a new school and make new friends, if you played sports, you made friends fast. Because you good? You live over here? You on our team. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
I remember
it,
those
bro.
days.
Anybody play for the Braves? They belong to me. The Falcons, the Hawks, all the colleges, all the pro teams, they belong to me. Okay, all the players that play for England belong to you. You know what I'm saying? All the well, I don't know what Rick. I don't know if he repping y'all. The Grizzlies ain't.
I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. Hey, we only
Okay,
got so much.
so all the players that play for Arkansas belong to Rick. You know what I'm saying? So like, you rep what you rep, bro. It's okay.
Yeah, there is no real for I'm gonna say this for real but if from my perspective, I don't know what about you guys. I don't have I will not ever choose between your religion or your race or your color ever in my life. My choices with my friends is always going to be you as a person.
Absolutely.
I'll judge you as a person, and I've always done that. I have a lot of friends from a lot of backgrounds, from a lot of ethnicities, and I've locked off a lot of people from my own ethnicity for talking the most bullshit, and that's a fact. And I get asked sometimes why I don't have a lot of Sikh people around me or people brown colour around me sometimes, because I say, well, I know my people. And sometimes even my people are the utmost racist, so I lock them off straight away.
They saw him on camera with me, and they said, "Fuck that dude."
Yeah,
You're 100% right, TJ. It's not about what religion you practice or what color your skin is.
No,
it's who you are as a person. More than how you treat me, it's how you treat the other people around you.
Around you, exactly.
Others. Right. So that's how I'm gauging how I'm fooling with you. Like, if you treat me cool, but you treat everybody else around you like shit, I can't rock with you, because it's a matter of time before that gets to me. So
exactly, it dilutes down. It dilutes down.
It's all about how you treat me.
I saw a TikTok about a guy. He said when I was in school, I used to hang around with everybody. It doesn't matter what color you are, what race you are. It's a white guy. Yeah, saying this, and he goes, now I've got kids, And I don't want them to live in a world where we have segregation between different communities and different people of different color and races, because I never live like that. But I do realize the fact that the people that are older than me have that inbuilt in them because of the systemic racism that was there in the past. So I want to make sure my children, that when they grow up, live the same lifestyle as I did, because I don't recognize the difference between a certain person's color, but I recognize their struggles. So I don't want my kids to live in that environment where they are segregated between different colors, nationalities, religions, stuff like that. I respected that. I truly respected that. But and that's the way where you need to enforce that change. You need to recognize other people's struggles, even though you don't see color, and I think that's the most important thing in life.
Right. It's not enough to be quiet about racism. Yeah. It's not enough to not be racist. You need to be anti-racist. You have to do the work and not be racist, and then have everybody else around you not be that way. It's not enough to just not
see color. You need to see color.
Yeah,
see color and see the impact of what that color has on that person and how people treat them, and then do something about that. See,
that's all.
Absolutely.
There was a great
enough.
Okay,
DJ.
Let's talk about the World Cup final. Go on, bro.
Enough.
First of all, the half. I told you we can go on for this for hours.
Speaking of racism, let's talk about Argentina.
Argentina.
Let's talk about Argentina. Let's talk about racism. Yeah.
Yo, Argentina. I'm gonna be really honest. I used to like Argentina from the last World Cup when they went and won it against France. I'm gonna say I used to like Messi, but his viewpoints changed on me recently, especially with the antics he did over in the final against Spain, especially trying to snitch on Cucurella, who's Spain's I think left back, or one of his defensive wingers. He's Argentina as a whole, I can't support no more. The more the contest has gone on, the more history I've learnt with Argentina and what they're about and what their background's based on, and their antics with their players for what they were chanting against France, and with I Shall Speed and their fans. Yeah, and I Shall Speed, and what they did with what was throwing racism towards him. And even though we had a person going back and forth with us in the comments about last week about how I Shall Speed was doing the same thing, and I said, well, that's... First of all, who wasn't. Second of all, you're neutralizing racism. Thirdly, even whatever I Shall Speed had done, is no way you say what you said to I Shall Speed and show him the disrespect, because obviously, first of all, he supports CR7, so it's fine. It is what it is. It went beyond banter. It went into racism, which I don't agree with at all. And all on top of that, forget all that side. The way they played football against England and against Spain about kicking players around, that's not football. I can't tolerate that. I'll never tolerate that in football. Football is about finesse. Football is about skill. Football is not about smashing players and tackling players and trying to be as dirty as possible on the field or hitting players. And when they lost yesterday against Spain, and they started argument and some fouling or kicking the Spanish players after Spain had won the final. That was bad. And then turning their backs on Spain lifting the World Cup. Have some humility, right? Talk about sore losers. Yeah, I'm glad. You know what? Yesterday, a lot of people said football won, and I except for Argentina, everybody else was supporting Spain, even myself. And one of my mates is Spanish as well, so we were celebrating, and it was awesome to see the fact that Spain won that final, and especially the fact that the whole of the country in Spain is behind Palestine as well. That's absolutely awesome to see. That's a victory for the world. I'm gonna say that for 100%.
Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed that game. It shouldn't have been 1-0. It should have been at least 3-0, because
I know, bro. I know
that one goal that Williams scored that they called off.
Nico Williams. Yeah, yes. Nico. That bro. Like,
that was a goal. That was not a foul. Like I don't know.
I actually thought there was a foul on Martinez, the keeper, but then I realized Otamendi dived to claim the foul when Marino basically that was a phenomenal side heel to get it into control and to have a shot for Nico Williams to come back and score it. That was a goal.
Sure,
And the fact that didn't go into VAR. That was horrendous for one. That should have gone to VAR and that should have been given.
That goes into the conspiracy theory that they are in the pocket for Argentina. Like
I've heard a lot of conspiracy theories, and my counter argument is always, even though I'm not for Argentina, my counter argument is always, you have to score the goals to win the match, or you have to defend. So when Cape Verde was 1-0 up and they let Argentina come onto them, that was their fault, right? When Egypt was 2-0 up and still went on the attack, that was their fault because it was Argentina to score those goals. When England were 1-0 up against Argentina and they sent defenders out there to defend the game and they didn't control the game, that was their fault. So if Spain had taken that to penalties and lost, that would have been their fault because it was up to them to score the goals because there was 68% or 65% in possession. They had all the shots on target. Argentina didn't have a shot on target until Messi's shot on 101 minutes in extra time. If they had lost that final, you can't blame anybody but the team that lost against Argentina, because even though you give them the favoritism, even though you exclude goals, there's still ways to score goals and still ways to win matches and still ways to close out matches. Argentina should have lost to Egypt. They should have. Egypt were 2-0 up with 11 minutes to go. All they needed to do was defend or control the game or play out the game. They didn't. So that's on them.
They got those 2 set pieces out of those corner kicks, and it's like, okay, did y'all forget how to defend?
Exactly. So that's my counter.
I appreciate you catching that. I appreciate you catching that live, though. I did that.
Yeah, but that's always going to be my counter argument because you have to play the game out to the very end because you know Argentina are going to come on you. As simple as that.
See, Q, that was that turn of phrase that TJ just gave us. You just didn't even. No, just gonna let that one go. Okay, that's fine.
He done said it like 3 times already. So like, I mean, I can't control everything, man. I gotta let him do what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I gotta let him do. That's that being lost in translation. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I don't. You just gotta let it go, bro. Just let it go.
Okay. Yeah, but
what he gonna say, man?
Spain winning, that made me happy.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome to see. I think a lot of people have celebrated Spain winning the World Cup. It was really funny. So I out of turn, somebody said it's great to see Christopher Columbus come over and win the World Cup and not Argentina. I was laughing.
Watch out, bro.
I'm just saying. That's what I saw on socials.
That's racist.
Yeah, I know. Oh, by the way, what do you guys think of the halftime show?
Why you gotta bring race into it?
What did I think of the halftime show?
Yeah.
Bad Bunny?
No. I changed the channel and watched WNBA.
Good on you, bro.
Because the man is a basketball fan.
No, but what
gentleman's sport.
Madonna was out there. I don't know if she was lip syncing. I was like, what is
Madonna? Everybody was lip syncing. Everybody was lip syncing.
Why is she lip syncing?
Oh no, bro! That Future and the old girl performance at the beginning. Y'all thought Future was singing. He was not.
No, I changed,
bro. You know what's really funny? Ronaldinho and Ronaldo in the actual car or the go-kart, whatever it was, right? They were so out of context and out of pocket. They were looking at each other. It felt like they want to look at each other like, what the hell is going on here? What are we doing, Eggs?
It's the anti-Bad Bunny halftime show. Like everybody that was at the Bad Bunny halftime show wanted to be there, knew what was happening, what was going on. They were looking at each other like.
There's a saying in the UK called on the back of a fag packet, which means if an idea is no. Cigarettes. There's a saying.
He's talking about squares.
Cigarettes.
Yeah.
Right.
He's talking about
That's what
squares.
that's what we call it, right?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, QQ's offended now, but basically it seemed like it was a rush idea.
Wait, hold on. Offended. Oh, see, you got to get your translations correct. Why would I be offended by that?
Lost in translation, bro.
I'm not offended. You just can't say that. I ain't got no reason to be offended by that.
Bro, that's a UK saying. That's a cigarette packet. Like, anybody that's listening to this, old way of saying what I've just said is a cigarette packet. It was like
you on YouTube.
It's
sir.
a famous UK saying.
I watched a lot
you
of
are
on
YouTube
growing up. I knew what that was from that.
Exactly. Thank you, Rick.
I don't care what it meant. You cannot say that on YouTube.
See, okay, it was rushed in the back of a cigarette packet. That's what. Basically.
You better put your translations on when you upload this video. Put it on UK so they can.
Yeah,
you're trying to get
I already do. So basically, it was. You can tell it was rushed. It was so rushed. It was so. It was like getting all the big or former big artists together, like BTS, and I to be honest, I tuned off, and as soon as Justin Bieber came on, I tuned off, bro. I literally just walked away and started making some coffee.
You cannot have a United Colors of Benetton halftime show. That just does not seem like. How was that supposed to work? How was it supposed to work? Yeah, all these different genres. How was that supposed to work?
Hold on, what's the name?
United Colors of Benetton.
Nobody. I knew TJ would get that.
What's the name?
I know.
Okay.
That's a UK company, bro. That's a UK. It was a UK company. United Colors of Benetton.
Prior to the Gap, like I remember walking through the mall and seeing Benetton stores, and that was one of their things. United Colors of Benetton. So they had
Benetton, that's the same, bro. That's a UK thing.
The ad had like pictures of like multiracial people. They all had on like the rainbow of Benetton sweaters and whatnot. Yeah, you don't remember that?
Man, what?
I like to teach the world, like almost that kind of vibe. That's what it was.
No, you can't teach. That's racist.
You
can't teach. You cannot teach. You can't say random facts. Rick, I'm warning you. If you say another random fact, they go attack you. Now.
There you go, bro.
Well.
There you go, bro.
Bring it up.
That's my page.
Hold on. 2 seconds.
See, TJ with the racist baseball stuff.
I'm not. Look at that. You look at that. Discover the United Colors of Benetton is a sale as well. There you go. Look at that, bro. Rick tells no lies.
I try not to.
I ain't never heard.
Really?
Yeah.
I know Roebuck. I know Zayres. You remember Zayres? Remember Eckert's?
Ooh, wow. I do.
I don't know if y'all had, because we ain't had Walgreens for a long time. Walgreens was new to us, and a lot of other places had them.
Mm-hmm.
When you from the South, right?
Yeah.
Winn-Dixie?
Yep.
Cub
we had
Foods?
Safeway a lot. We had Safeway. We had a lot of
Safeway. Okay. Safeway came to Georgia in like the early 2000s. What about all the Winn-Dixies turned into Safeways.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Safeway. I don't think Safeways exist anymore in the UK.
Oh, y'all had Safeway too?
Yeah, we had Safeways.
What you remember? I said you remember Service Merchandise?
Mm-hmm.
My God, I was about to call you the N-word, boy.
The parking lot where
no, that would be racism, bro.
When Service Merchandise used to be in Westwood, or I want to say that is now like a Mexico Chiquito / I want to say there's like some other stuff in there now. Yeah, I remember Service.
Yeah.
Montgomery Ward.
I don't know about Montgomery Ward. I heard that name before a lot.
Wow.
But service merchandise was the one for us to get the catalog. The catalog be like a phone book, like that.
Oh man, you bro, that was classic. We used to
TJ,
get
everything in there, from clothes to
we had
toys to
Littlewoods.
lawnmowers to
We had Littlewoods. Yeah, Littlewoods catalogs are similar. They big catalogs that had everything in them. Everything in them. We got Argos. Argos is to be honest, I always joke and I tell my missus it's called Argos and I call it Greek company. But the Argos has got their little got a catalog as well. They used to have bigger catalogs where you just had everything. You just circle over Christmas. You just circle in anything that you want, and then
circle a whole bunch of shit you ain't gonna get.
Yeah, and then you don't get them. You don't get them over Christmas. You just get some socks, and you're like, yeah, thank you, mum.
None at all. None at all. We used to get the JCPenney catalog. Do the same thing.
JCPenney, yeah.
Get nothing.
East Bay too.
Yep, nothing.
You ain't getting none of that.
You used to just sit there, but you used to just sit there and think dreams are not meant for me because none of this is gonna work, and you still used to circle it every year.
circle a bunch of shit, then leave it somewhere your mom was supposed to. Yeah.
Or circle it, then fold the page, and then give it to your mum.
She gonna throw that shit away.
But the icing on the cake for the World Cup was obviously Spain winning it, but Mr. Agent Orange, we're not going to mention his name, having to shake the hand of the Spanish Prime Minister, even though they have political drama. That was bro. The icing, bro. The icing on the cake, and I'm glad. That's the reason why I'm glad Argentina.
That was
didn't
not
win.
the icing. That was not the icing.
That was the
base of the cake. The icing was him trying to stick around for the photo op.
Yeah. Go on, tell
and
it.
how Martino kept trying to he's like, bro, the saxophone is getting louder.
Even
go this way.
And even Marino and one of the new Liverpool signings actually started doing the dance as well. Bro, this is the cherry on top.
That dude see cameras, and he gon' he can't move.
But you know what the cherry on top was? The cherry on top was the fact that he got photoshopped out of the Spanish photos, the FIFA photos, all of them, bro. All of them.
That was the point of Martino. Even as crooked as Martino, is that his name?
Infantino. Yeah.
Infantino, yeah, dumbass. He's so fucking stupid, but he's smart enough to know, hey, bro, like, watch out now. You're doing too much now. Get out the folk picture. This is not the White House. Look, ain't nobody went to see him. No champion.
He ran across the stage to get him out of the photos as well, which is hilarious.
Yeah, a couple times. Like, bro, don't nobody want you in the picture, dog.
Did you guys watch Chelsea win the World Cup Winners' Cup in America? He did the same thing, and Reece James, which is our English right back, looked at him, and he was like, "What is this guy doing here? Like, move!" And he just stood there like a plum. Like, he just stood there, and it was like, "What do you want me to do?" He just lifted.
See the translation, like a plum. What is?
A plum just hangs there. A plum just hangs
the whole
there.
person into a plum.
Welcome to the English language, bro.
I can see it when you said it. I can see it. Y'all be too polite.
Visualize it to it.
I visualize most things I hear. I'm sorry. That's just the way my brain.
The thing is, right? I will send you some British humor, British cussing without cussing, bro. It's hilarious. I'm telling you that we will cuss you politely, and you need to be very, very on tune to realize what we said to you.
Don't.
Upgrade the arsenal. Q, go ahead, do it, man.
Don't do me, bro. No, I'm good. I'm good without the American English words. I already know how to do that.
Send it to me.
I've done it. No, I've done it, bro. I'm pretty sure. Let's do some quick strikes, bro. I'm not. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not
You know
gonna
it's
do.
fun
I
though.
already see it happening. I refuse. I refuse. First quick strike. What the thing is we put the thing down.
You got me sweating because I'm laughing too much.
Yeah, ain't did nothing to you, brother. So I know I wasn't the only person who saw, and I'm real interested in hearing your take on this, Rick, because I don't think this is one of the things that the three of us have ever had a conversation on.
Okay.
I can't remember if we talked about mischief or not. I feel like we did, but I don't know how much we may have got into the mischief stuff.
Okay.
The three of us. There's this guy named Maison Mihara Yasuhiro. And he came into the news a couple of weeks ago for having a very Air Max 90 looking shoe. Obviously not, but very Air Max 90 looking. All I want to do for you kind gentlemen is show you the MMY website and get y'all takes on that.
Ooh, wavy check.
But Rod, Rick, do you wanna go down the line and actually tell them what it is? Converse, Vans, Converse.
Right. So it looks like they took some Chucks, wet them up, and then just left them out in the heat of Memphis, and they got all wrinkled and crumpled and still dirty. And they have a pair of
and then what they did, Rick.
What is this? Is that supposed to be Air Force One?
That's what I was thinking, bro.
Tell them how much it costs, Rick.
For $475. I'm not paying $500 for that.
You're supposed to be doing an ad. You got to convince the people to buy this.
I tell you what. Hey, look. If you want to step in something that no one else has, nobody else on the block is even going to have this, right? These are going to be like one of ones in your area for the longest time. Maison Mihara Yasuhiro. I'm telling you. You know how you're going to get all the credit on this? All your credit going to come from what you drop on it. Because ain't nobody going to drop $500 for some stepped-on looking product. And this is exactly what you got. I'm telling you, you ain't got to pay one. Why would you pay $195 for some basic looking Vans that are bedazzled? You can pay double that and get them bedazzled and dirty. You know what I'm saying? Thinking outside of the box. Do that. I promise you, no one else is ever going to have this shoe.
Oh man.
You just give it 4 goats.
Oh shit. Oh man.
How was that?
Bro.
Yeah, I was good. I was expecting you to also say be the first and the last person to actually buy it for this website.
The only.
Man.
The one and only.
The one and only is going to have that.
They'll probably sponsor you after this advert as well.
They got something in the size 14. I promise you, I'd rep it as hard as, you know.
Yeah, as long as they send them for free, right?
Right. I'm not paying the $5 for it. I'm not gonna do that.
Boy, I'm not wearing them shits if they send them to me. Yeah, bro, look at this shit. They got dusty, rusted, and disgusted versions of
that is a shriveled shell toe. I don't understand how you get a shriveled shell toe.
They did it. They did it. They did
That's
it.
exactly what that look. That is crazy.
Rick, this is the Blakely Low.
It's got
MMY.
show dysfunction.
They put an extra outsole on it.
For 440. No, I'm good on that.
No, bro, what kind of price is that? 448. What is 448 for a price?
It's random, you know.
It's the area
Like
code.
It might be. I wouldn't be surprised. They
landed on the price. They were playing Yahtzee, and whatever the 3 dice landed, that's what the number was.
That's what they did.
Bro, there's no 8 on the dice though. What dice you playing with?
Something. They did something. I don't know.
No. They added the prices of the first 2 dice, 4, 4, and 8.
There you go.
Bro. I just
What the hell was that, bro?
I just wanted y'all to know. I just wanted to see, because this is what community is all about. Information, you know, informing your fellow sneakerhead on what's going on out here, you know. So that's all that was, you know. Shout out to buddy Duke. Shout out to Duke. Yeah.
May he have all the sales that his heart desires.
No.
He's gonna get the sales he deserves. I promise you that.
He have all the sales that y'all hearts desire. Don't let nobody desire this shit for you. They don't mean you know well if they desire this life for you. All right. But I'm telling you firsthand.
If somebody hate you.
If somebody try to talk you into this,
they hate you.
But you know he needs to make all the sales, because you know what's going to happen once the lawsuits come in. He needs all that money to actually give back to the brands that actually stole from, because they're coming, bro. Like, you can't get away with this stuff. You can't. Like the double or triple out. So I wouldn't be surprised if Balenciaga decide to hop onto the bandwagon with that shit.
They are, bro. All right, now we doing too much. Next question. Stop thinking for these people. They already diabolical enough on their own.
I know. I was literally about to say who did it worse, Balenciaga or whoever that company was, MMY.
MMY did it worse.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we know, give you a bit of backstory behind Lawson and the 711 lawsuit. It looks like the Lawson sneaker is coming out for sure. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me just. First of all, I want to give you an indication of why you should never look up mock-ups. And this is one of the previous mock-ups for the Lawson sneaker, and this is. I just want to get your opinion on it first of all. What do you guys think of the actual mock-up that we got and the sneaker that we got?
The mock-up is hard.
Yeah, it looks like a USA sneaker.
Yeah, and then,
but this is the real sneaker that we got. If they took that mock-up and actually said, "Hey, 4th of July next year, run that."
Yeah, that's hard.
Run that shit. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I did a bit of research on the background, because we love our research here. So the Lawson sneaker is coming out for sure, and it's 100% coming out. And obviously, we know the Lawson sneaker to be a tribute to the Japanese convenience stores. And I looked up why the Lawson sneakers got a lawsuit against it, and the 711 sneakers got a lawsuit against it. The reason why, to cut the long story short, the reason why the 711 sneaker has a lawsuit against it is because 711, me and Q were discussing this on the podcast a couple of weeks ago. 711 has a legal and federal trademark registration on its specific orange, green and red combination. It's called a tricolor mark, and they actually got a trademark against it. So Nike using that sneaker or using that color combo on that sneaker actually triggered that trademark infringement. So technically, yes, that's correct, but Lawson doesn't, and Lawson doesn't have a trademark on the colorways or the color schemes for the actual brand, so it allows them to release the sneaker in effect of what actually Nike produced. So that's the two differences between the two sneakers, and I was a bit confused, and I think Q, you actually gave a better analogy to this of why on how the two companies align. Because aren't they connected somehow in some way?
Some way, shape, or form. To be honest with you, I hadn't looked at it since last time we talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
just simply because of what you stated before about the colorway pattern. That really, that's that's it. Essentially, you can't Lawson's, whether it be because of being trademarked in different countries or just not having the colorway pattern for whatever reason is going through. So I ain't put too much more thought into it. Um, I do think it's a dope colorway. Both colorways is dope.
Yeah.
I'm leaning more towards the Lawson's inspired, and it's important that you put that word inspired in there because they were both inspired by the respective companies. But it's just one of them is what it is situations. We don't know based on what Nike been doing in the past 4 or 5 years whether or not they're gonna try to really fight for it. I don't feel any type of way either way, whether they let it go to the wayside and just create another legendary colorway in the wake of it, you know, a la Undefeated, a la Wu Tang, a la Freddy Krueger, more specifically a la Freddy Krueger or a la 7-Eleven Dunk, stuff like that. This is how lore is created. It's just one of them situations we see in before our very eyes. And most of the time with these type of situations, I decide to just be bipartisan and just let the chips fall where they may. It be what it is. Big business operate in so many ways that I don't comprehend. So we give our opinions and we move on.
Yeah, and I think just to cover a little bit more on it, the color obviously I think and you were right when you said this. You didn't know any company that's actually got a trademark on colorway, but 7-Eleven is one of the first companies to do that with a color palette like that. So with a Trimark, and their color palette is used across the storefront signage and merchandise, so they don't mess around with that. So that's one. I think also
Lola got something going on with Ebony magazine.
Okay.
Right.
So that's probably another. I think 7-Eleven were the first, but there's other companies I think who have followed the lead from that as well. The lawsuit. Yeah.
We were just looking at one a few weeks ago. Remember the one with Kelsey and Mahomes, the 85-15?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I remember that.
There's stuff popping up every day. Shout out to Sneaker Legal for keeping us up to date with a lot of this stuff. But yeah, bro, that's why I say, I know y'all know this to be true. We all know it to be true. When the situation arises where a pair of sneakers is created for a release and then can't legally release, or the Mellow 13s, hell, it was a lot of the last Fire Red 4s, the Carmines, stuff like defects or B grades or legal, whatever it is. This is now, y'all seen it, and we know it's going to grow over time. I don't think it'll grow in the way that it used to grow, but to me, it just feels nostalgic to see this 7-Eleven 95 not release. You know what I'm saying? And if you got it, you got it. Whether
it's gonna be one of those ones that you talk about.
Yeah, I think just to round this off, the three main factors which is onto why 7-Eleven are actually suing it. Number one is obviously we discussed the color palette. Number two was a launch date. The fact that Nike was launching it on July the 11th, which is 7-Eleven, because you have your months first, then your dates later. We have our dates and our months. So 7-Eleven is 7th of July, which means it's July being the 7 number, and obviously the consumer confusion, because they said obviously people regard it as a 7-Eleven iteration rather than their own legal product. So that's still. Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
This is
That's
not
us.
the right. People would see that like, oh, this is like the Costco dunk. No, it's
Yeah,
not the same.
yeah.
Because if they wanted to be like the Costco dunk, they would have released a shoe at 7-Eleven, but they didn't do that.
Yeah, exactly. Their iteration was they argue consumers would falsely assume Nike's store corner sneaker as the authentic, authorized partnership, so they weren't happy with
I hate
that.
that.
Yeah, but I personally think if the right thing to do is for them to come together and for them to come to an agreement on who gets what percentage and them to release the sneaker. So to me, it's dumb for that sneaker to sit there and just do nothing or go or ultimately we know what might happen is get backdoored to the people and it will get sold for a stupid number of prices.
Bro,
So Nike wanted to ask for forgiveness instead of asking for permission. That's how they treat you.
Yeah.
bro. The fact of the matter is, with that sneaker, it's gonna land where it land. They can't sell it.
But it's gonna be out there.
It's gonna get out there. Like, I wish I was one of them people so bad.
Yeah, you want to be
I have
with
not
Area
tapped in
50
with anybody in
Nike.
Memphis. I don't know of anybody that's running that Memphis special. You would think that I would know, but I don't. Probably
No,
I need to check here.
I'm talking about the people who just got the access. You know what I'm saying? Because we know people got like
in Memphis. Somebody got access in Memphis. I promise you.
No, I'm saying like certain people of status can get that if they want it right now. You know what I'm saying?
What Rick needs to do is jump over Area 50 Nike.
I'm saying somebody in Memphis got access to it, whether they got it on
Man,
train
don't nobody.
or somebody got it.
Look, TJ.
I don't.
We know better to listen to this shit Rick be talking about. Okay? I'm not going.
Yo, Rick, I want you to unbox that next week, yeah?
This that same shit Rufio was trying to pull on me. Talking about Lorenzo G and shit.
I don't know Lorenzo G, but he's not next to either.
This motherfucker got the nerve to DM me, bro. He DM me some fucking one of one $1,200 shit from Lorenzo G. I'm like, bro, for one, that ain't my size. And I ain't trying to pay that ticket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this motherfucker Rufio
is your size as well.
No, bro, this motherfucker Rufio talking about, yeah, I'll let you know. I'm supposed to see him in a couple of weeks. All right, bro. All right, bro.
Q was peace.
Go on about your business, bro. Go on about your business.
Move to the side. Move.
You know what I mean? Like, go ahead, man. Move. Go ahead. I'm about to see him in a couple of weeks. How you
tell me what you want? Did he finish it with "Tell me what you want"?
I will buy a ticket just to come over there and fire on Rufio. If he would have asked me, I would come over there, fire on him, and go right back to the airport. I ain't got to get no room or nothing. Fly to London, land, go find Rufio, fire on him, go back to the airport, come back home. Yeah.
Right, so we go to the next one, bro.
Next question, right? I know Lorenzo G. Shout out to Rufio.
Shout out, bro.
KITH. Ronnie motherfucking Fike. I need my Air Max. I do. They're nice. I hate that. Anyway, I ain't gonna go there.
You don't want to talk about that part?
Yeah. We get them October, November, something like that. Hopefully.
Way out of season, but that's fine. Out of season for linen shoes, but that's fine.
So
Bro, when have Nike even dropped sneakers in season anymore?
TJ, don't you dare speak ill of the swoosh, all right?
I'm a lover, so I could be a critic if I'm a lover too.
we're talking about Running Fag right now. This dude, first of all, he loved the hate. He rewards the hate. I'm sick of seeing him reward hatred, and he ain't sent me nothing. All right. Complex got a show, fashion talk show. Can't remember the name of it, nor do it. They had a segment where they was talking about KITH. They made like a backhanded compliment. Did you see this, Rick?
I don't traffic in Complex like that.
Oh, I like that. I like how you said that too. They said something backhanded in the conversation, and Ronnie Fag turned around and sent them the linen 95s and Air Force Ones, and quoted the insult in the card. That should be cute.
It's something to kill him.
Yeah, sure. He ain't sent me shit. I've been killing him for 2 years. That's all well and good until you do something more apparent, more transparent, more understandable, if you will. Where's my damn? Let me take this down.
Or their dirty laundry, but KITH, you were on my list. And I'm going to give you guys the full backstory, the proof, the receipts, everything showing how they are essentially trying to rob me of over $1,000. So back in May, I ordered a handful of items from their site, obviously hoping that I would keep all of them. A few of them didn't fit right, so I returned them. Well within the return window, I used the prepaid FedEx slip they included, sent it back knowing that it wouldn't be a refund and that it would just be a site credit or an exchange. Fine, no problem. Here you can see proof of delivery at their warehouse, who it was signed for by their team, and at 9:59 a.m. And again, this is all linked to their FedEx account, and it was their prepaid label. But I never received a confirmation that they received the items or that the credit was processed. So I figured, okay, maybe it takes a few days to process from the warehouse, whatever, I'm not in any hurry, I'm not annoyed, I'll follow up later. A week goes by, still nothing. So I follow up, and here's what they say. The credit was apparently lost on the site. They're working to find it, they're working to track it down, just be patient and give them time. Okay, fine, sure, I'll give you time. But then they never followed up. So I follow up again at the end of June, which is now a month after the items were delivered. And here's what they say. Upon checking the tracking number, which is right there, it seems that the package has not been received at our warehouse, even though it is showing as delivered. We've confirmed this with the warehouse team. Unfortunately, since we have not received the package, we will be unable to process any sort of return at this time.
I think that's enough.
Do you want an update? Because I followed the lead. Somebody from KITH, a high member of KITH, reached out to her after and apologized and gave her first of all, initially they wouldn't give her like a £10 discount voucher and stuff like that on top of what
Whoa. What'd you say?
They were going to give her a £10 gift voucher on top of a refund. Then somebody higher up reached out and apologized, sent an apology letter. Then Ronnie got hold of it and responded back to her, and I think she got a substantial payout, I think. So rather than correct the customer service and know they're bad, and this is not the only person that said the customer service is bad. There's a lot of people out there that said KITH's customer service is horrendous, and done this to other people. And some people have lost money because of KITH, and only because her reel or a short or a story got escalated into the right people that she's actually getting the money back and the hospitality from KITH. It's not the first time. It won't be the last time, because a lot of people are saying KITH's customer service is absolute trash. Online services as well. On that, I'm going to check something while you guys talk. Go on.
That is to say, if somebody treats you bad, air their ass out. There's no reason for it does no good for you to sit on it and sit with the bad experience. Air their ass out. That's the bare minimum that you can do. Whether or not they do something about it, at least you said something and you made awareness, so that people like me won't ever buy KITH. And it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. We see this a lot. We just saw it with Mitso Collector a few weeks ago.
With BSTN,
yeah. Mm-hmm. So this is the initial recourse when you get done dirty. When I felt like UPS tried to play me, I went straight to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do it all the time here. TJ just did it a couple of months ago. He bought the Laker 4s and they came in a replacement box and no tissue paper.
Yeah. There's a Discord. There's actually Discord, or there's a Reddit online as well, where they talk about about KITH and all the customer service issues that they have. So there's a lot of people complaining about that. On KITH as well. Let's move on to eBay. I think, just shout out to Scott. He sent me a story today about some guy who sent a jacket sold a jacket on eBay. They said it wasn't real, and then he asked for it back. They couldn't give it back to him, but eventually he got his jacket back, and it was a different total jacket to what he got. And then he basically said that this is not the jacket I sent you. And there's issues with that. And recently on our actual on our Instagram group, Daniel sent over where Goat have done the same thing, where they've sold a sneaker, and then they've sent a different sneaker. And it's like, what Goat doing? So there's a lot on the resale platforms that I do not trust at this moment in time, and I'm looking at every resale platform with a side eye now, because it's like the standards have dramatically dropped, and it feels like the standards have dramatically dropped over the last year or so. Even with the trusted ones like eBay, where you think stuff like that doesn't happen. And Collywood, shout out to the bro Collywood, actually did say that clothing is a whole different matter to sneakers, and there's a lot of fake clothing going around, and it's hard to detect some of the fake clothing that goes around unless you know the quality of the clothing and how it's supposed to come. So yeah, it's hard to trust any resale platforms now at the moment.
Yeah, that's why I got a little deal on the table. I'm scared to even press the button on it. Yep. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do I really want to represent that? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Everybody's pockets are drying up in one way or another, whether it's your own personal pockets or a corporation. So sometimes people cut corners and do things to, hey, no.
But I'm definitely going to say but I'm definitely going to say the worst of the worst is still StockX to me, because like, if you really peep it, they've been behind so much. Even though they've got their stock indicators of how much the sneakers valued at and stuff like that. In terms of their reselling platforms, the fact that they're getting into used sneakers now, when Goat and eBay have been doing that for the longest, and eBay has been it for the longest, and like they all want to open up that channel now when it's too late for instance, because there's other platforms. I don't know, money. There's other platforms that have been doing it. Then to go into the mystery box aspect as well, and don't even, some of the comments I got on that mystery box, and actually sorry. Somebody spent somebody said to me, and I don't know how accurate this is, but this is coming from them. They said they spent a couple of thousands on mystery boxes. I think I tagged you on it, and StockX blocked them for some reason, and he's chasing it up because obviously it seems like something's, either he's lost his account, and they've not sent him the stuff. But I said to him, keep us in the loop and give us more information. We'll highlight it. If it's reputable, we'll highlight it on the pod. There's some shady stuff going on. Shady stuff going on in StockX. Especially with the mystery boxes. So we'll keep dealing it. We'll keep highlighting the truths, not the fake accusations. We'll do our background research and highlight the truths, because that's important to give the right knowledge to the right people. And we'll keep highlighting it to show you what the fuck shit these companies are doing, because it's not on. It's absolutely not on, because people invest their hard-earned money on a company, on their reputation, and if their reputation is not as good, if their reputation is in the gutter, why would you ever invest in a company or invest any money in a company? And that's the being an end all, in my personal opinion. You gotta trust the company to invest or buy anything in the company, because you could be spending money and losing money. KITH is bad for doing what they've done. And all the resale platforms, you need to wise up, because people will stop spending money on you guys.
And I don't want to spend $75 on a damn t-shirt.
Yeah.
More than that in some cases.
You're right.
Last quick strike. Let's get this out of the way.
Yeah. Packs. So next year it seems like we might be getting packs, right? So first one is a laser 4-pack, which is the white and black pair. Apparently that's what we look like we're getting. The second pack, it looks like we're getting the Air Max Black Tongue pack, which I'm just gonna quickly open up. I think it's the Air Max 195 and hold on 2 seconds, and the 90. Hold on. Yeah, the 1995, the 1995 and the one, and the third pack is the Big Bubble Air Max 95 Black Tongue pack as well. So it looks like we're getting a couple of packs next year. Okay. I think it's great. We're getting packs. It looks like it's going to be $500. So that's a hit over the head for the packs themselves. That's not my. God.
And this is all in one package, right?
Yeah, the laser pack is that is a double box for sure. That's apparently that's a double box.
Double or triple.
There's an Air Max Plus 2. Let's drop it in a pack.
Yeah. So as we're getting a multitude of packs next year. Everybody's been craving this. Everybody's been asking for these packs since 2020ish. I remember those calls. I remember some people saying. I remember us discussing
Air Max Plus Air Max Plus TN Premium Oil Slick pack.
Yeah. So that's not the main question. The main question I got for you guys is, number one, the fact that nobody's buying sneakers at retail prices at this moment in time. Is this a bad move? Because if nobody's buying your sneakers at a retail price at this moment, and it's forget limitations. I know, forget gimmicks and limitations and trying to advertise it and trying to sell it and trying to make them limited. But the fact that people are sitting on pairs and waiting for them to go on sale, is this the right move for them to say, all right, cool, if that's the case, we're going to give you a double pack for $500? That's the question.
Go ahead, Rick.
For them, I think it's a smart move, because you can limit that way. I asked that question about whether or not it was a double box, triple box, or whatever, because when I think of pack, I think of things that go together. So, for example, if you remember that Concepts Air Max, if they had put that in a 3-box, right, and sold that, as opposed to breaking it up a week at a time and paying $180 per shoe, like, that's a little bit different, and you're producing more that way as opposed to putting them together and limiting the number. So doing it that way for them kind of makes sense, because you don't have to do as much. You don't have to go and run, if you want to just use a round number, you don't have to do 75,000 of each pair. You can do a couple thousand of each pack and be done.
Yeah, that makes sense. The main thing I think about with these packs is how the prices aren't as bad as I feel like they should be in some cases. Um, Primarily because I think about the Jordan price a lot, and Jordan likes to do specialized pricing
Mm-hmm.
for special pairs. So you would think you would see that, with Nike too, and with other brands. A lot of brands do it. Not even just with sneakers. If you used to buying fitted hats, you used to paying $50. When something special come out, it's 60 or 65.
Right.
500 for the right pack. Okay. Nike packs, I don't think should be as much as Jordan packs. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think they're gonna sell as well, but I do kind of want to push back a little bit on the way you opened the subject when you said nobody is buying. We buying.
Yeah, we buying. I don't know.
We buying, but it's at a much lower rate than we used to seeing. But that's the norm. We at a norm. We at a low, and that's cool. It's ups and downs. We can't see the next up coming, and if we're being realistic, do we want to see the next up in sneaker purchases? Like we were saying last week, right? Yes, stuff is sitting, which is good for people who want to buy because the prices go down, availability is up.
Yeah.
Not so much for the brands because that's going to discourage the brands from potentially doing what we want them to do. My personal opinion, I want Air Max 96 V1. If sales are down, I don't think I'm gonna get that sneaker.
Yeah, this is the pros and cons of bit of the business market. Like right this moment in time, and the reason why I said like I in terms of nobody, it's that normal consumers aren't looking for what we're looking for, and even us, we're being very selective. Which I think that selectiveness is actually manifested quite a lot on everybody. I would say, a more majority of people. So this is why we're seeing sneakers going on sale. This is why we're seeing Nike go back to retailers rather than going direct to customer. We're seeing a compound of issues, not errors. I wouldn't even say they're errors. It's the regularization, and I agree with you, Q, when you say the normalization of how what the sneaker game used to be. And the expectations of what Nike think they need to do when COVID was still around, and that's what's happened. And there's a blatant transparency between the two, because Nike and brands, most of the brands think they still need to be selling sneakers as they did during COVID and haven't really adapted even in 2026, and the normalization of people buying sneakers and living life is caused what we're in at this moment in time. It's like you'd say the bubbles burst, the COVID bubbles burst, and we're no longer in that sector. So with that said, and they're not errors because they're trying to do the best to actually kind of keep the market afloat. If the pack movement doesn't work, if these packs don't sell, it's going to have a more of a compounding impact on what their stock level is again and again and again. The next move, like you say, Q, when's the next up? The next move will cause the next move, and if it's taking revenue out of research and development, if it's taking revenue out of stock shares and stockholders, and it's taking revenue out of the business, then like you said, the Air Max 96 version 1 might have been a dream 2 years ago, but might not be a dream now, because if there's no market there for them to sell these pairs, or they haven't got the confidence to sell these pairs, if they're with a new revitalized silhouette, they won't. That's the massive problem here. So that's the reason why I've vetted that question out to you guys. Is it a good move? And not even will it, if it will sell, because certain people will sell. But if you see the Jordan 4 lasers, and if you divide that cost up by the $500 we're talking about, that's not even before taxes. That's before taxes. That's not even after taxes. It's still $250 a pair. When was the last time we bought? Okay, cool. Amamanier. Maybe the Amamanier 4s was that price, but that was it after
Bread
taxes
ones.
or before? Yeah, bread ones. So like, I know people wanted those pairs and they got those pairs, but now realistically speaking, when people have seen pairs going for sale, will they buy it for that price? That's the question. Will they say, okay, cool, you know what, and it's a consumer's market at this moment in time. It's not sellers market, it's a consumer's market. Consumers are like, okay, cool, wait, F that.
The people who want it will go get it. And
Yeah. For sure.
It's not just sneakers where this happens. I drink bourbon on a fairly decent basis. They are allocated bourbons that are very, very rare.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to try to move some of their lesser wanted product, stores will say, hey, if you want to buy this allocated bourbon, you also got to buy this
Yes.
Yeah.
bottom shelf.
1,000%.
So it's not, again, it's not just a sneakers thing. It's people do it across all kinds, all over. But if you want something bad enough, you will pay the price and get it.
You know about Pappy Van Winkle?
I've heard about it. I've never had it. Because the one time I actually ponied up the money, like, hey, I want to try the Pappy, they didn't have it. So
no, because if you ain't on the preferred customer list, you're not gonna get it.
You're not gonna get it. Exactly.
Because
that's the Louis Vuitton like customer stuff.
They have to buy. Now, Pappy Van Winkle at retail is not crazy expensive, but it's so limited that the liquor stores have to buy something like 15 or 20 cases of
some bottom shelf stuff in order
just to get up one bottle.
Right.
And then we talking about this is a 6-pack.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to get 6 bottles, you got to buy 100 or so cases of some other shit.
So then the store would take all its bottles of that one. We're gonna put it with this other one that's not quite as rare as a Pappy, but it's still allocated. You got to buy this as a pack so we can try to move all this stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
Same with
and then when you who are on the preferred customer list, whether it's the amount of time you've been shopping at that store, a relationship at that store, or the amount of money you spent at that store. And mind you, this liquor only come out once a year.
Mm-hmm.
You, the customer, go pay, I think it's like $60, $70, $80, something like that. And then you get to go on Amazon and sell it for $1,200. No, I'm dead ass serious. The bottle ain't even $100 in the store, bro. If it is $100, it's just $100. And you get to turn around and resell it for $1,200, $1,300.
On that is crazy.
And people gonna buy it. Right. It only come out once a year. It's super limited. Pappy Van Winkle. Y'all check it out.
Yeah, I've got the same thing with some Kraken bottles. You know the Kraken Spice Rum? They do limited edition bottles every year. They've got the thing with that is they've actually got bottles that come out in the US and Europe and UK, totally different as well. And some of the bottles are absolutely amazing. To be honest, I bought like 4 or 5 from like a vintage year. They're only about £37 per bottle. And their markup is crazy. Like the markup over because they've made a ceramic, but they've got a ceramic bottle, and it's just the actual Kraken liquor as well. It's not special liquor; it's just the same liquor. Because of the casing, because of the presentation, it goes for like thousands off in the next couple of years. So like, yeah, I truly understand that. I think at this moment in time, this current time and climate is causing what we're in at this moment. Obviously, like cost of living is high. If cost of living wasn't as high, I don't think Nike stocks will be as bad as they are. This is why it won't last, and Nike stocks will eventually go back up when the cost of living eases up, and that's when you got to really kind of invest in your stocks if you're going for stocks like that. But I looked at that, and we talked about that last previous pods, and I thought this is not the right time to do this. It literally is not the right time to do what you're trying to do, and it's a great move what you're trying to do in bringing packs back. But
bro, you gotta do something.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
You got to do something, bro, and you appealing to the highest common denominator. Me and you was having a conversation a few days ago about the lowest common. This is the highest common denominator.
Yeah,
that us. We talking about it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how many of the three of us are making considerations, but we know because we've been in this long enough that the sale's gonna be made, whether it's in abundance or over time.
Right.
It is what it is because that's where we at now, and they got to do something. Like I don't want them to stop throwing shit at the wall. I don't. Like that's the important part, that the brands continue to brand, and we all, you know, for the most part, we all Nike guys. I know Rick, you got a lot more diversity in your collection than I do personally, but we know without Nike and Jordan Brand pushing the envelope, it's gonna be boring. We can't. New Balance ain't gonna keep us up. Adidas ain't gonna keep us up. They're not, bro. I mean, sure, jellyfish, yay. All right, now what Nike doing? How Nike gonna respond to the jellyfish? You know what I'm saying?
The Vomero Premium, stuff like that.
You know, it's gonna always come back to the root, bro. So,
but the thing is, you're spot on there. We're back. Look, the forefront and the epicenter, however you want to look at it, is always Nike. Nike this, Nike that, Jordan this, Jordan that. Anything bad happens, it's always Nike and Jordan brand that come up first in everybody's name. When something good happens, it's always Nike and Jordan brand that come up. And maybe not in soccer or football in most cases, but majority of the time.
The most goals in the World Cup was scored by Nike boots. I got the graph.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm talking about apparel and stuff like that. More stuff.
I'm talking about
facts and figures that
52% of the players in the World Cup who scored a goal were wearing Nikes. That matters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is that shows you how much Nike's invested in the athletes that are actually scoring the goals, which is great because Haaland, CR7, all of that stuff are scoring goals and they've invested money, which is what they've done in the NBA, which is great. But like going back to my topic, is you're right. Like when you talk about Nike and Jordan brand, it's always this is bad or this is good, and Nike get knocked first before any other company. When we sit here and we're trying to knock Nike for doing packs, or we're talking about Nike doing packs and Nike getting sued by 7-Eleven, all that stuff, right? But when's the last time, right this moment in time, in the last couple of months, have we talked about New Balance, like Adidas or Puma, about them pushing boundaries and them doing something different or them moving some stuff? We haven't. Because we always look to, like, for us lot, we always look to Nike and Jordan brand to be the innovators, to be the creative inspiration, to be the marketers, because that's what we know Nike and Jordan brand for constantly. Right. So when Q says what he says, is not a knock on the companies, on the other companies. It's the fact that when have they been known to do stuff like that?
Right, Nike, Jordan brand, they're the bar. So everybody, when they do something that's above the bar,
are chasing the bar.
Okay. They're trying to chase that and stand out from that. So when they actually do something, like, oh wow, look at y'all.
We'll have.
What is Nike gonna do?
Yeah, but that's the point. When if somebody will listen to our conversation and they will say, "Oh, you always look talking about Nike and Jordan brand," or oh, what about or Reebok head or Adidas head or a Puma head? We'll be like, what about you? Haven't, but we're doing this and we're doing that. But you're chasing this and you're chasing that. You're chasing the bar. It's you like Nike most of the time set the bar standard. So like you're always going to be chasing that. Some of your inspiration comes from what Nike do. Sometimes you innovate, sometimes you revolutionize, which is great, and you make Nike turn heads, which is what you're supposed to be doing. But when it comes to and end all, when it comes to down to the business of sneakers, we always turn around and say, what's Nike and Jordan brand going to respond to this, or what the Nike and Jordan brand going to do that, because they set the bar and been setting the bar for such a long time. So they need to keep doing stuff to make. Like you said, packs, like you said, releasing new models. We need them to do well, for sure, for the sneaker community and to set sneaker standards. We need them to, because after that, who's going to do the most?
Translation: buy what you like, rock what you like.
Yeah, that too.
You be having a whole lot of words to say something simple.
No, I'm being honest, but I'm backing your thoughts as well.
You ain't got to back my thoughts. I think my thoughts and I say them.
To your point, you know what? To your point, right? So Josh Kerr just broke the world record for the fastest mile, right? Do you know what you don't? Do you know what shoe he was wearing?
No.
He's wearing a Brooks. You would know. But if he wearing Nike, guess what Nike would have been doing? You would have known that shit the second after he crossed the line.
Bro.
Exactly that. The marketing.
Like they would have had that everywhere immediately.
And that's what we criticize.
But you don't know that
Skechers.
he was wearing a Brooks.
Yeah, but that's what we criticize most of the brands for.
Hold on. So you mentioned Skechers quickly. They didn't have the shoe available to purchase.
Right.
Yeah.
They did the work on the back end. They didn't have a product to present, which is where they fucked up at. Nike don't necessarily always have a product to present, but soon as Jalen Hurts won the championship, the love Hurts was everywhere, to Rick's point. You know what I'm saying? So like, as far as the marketing is concerned, I think a lot of these other companies done caught up marketing wise. But Nike is more than just a product. It's more than, in a lot of in my mind, I ain't gonna speak for nobody else. It's more than just a product. You know, it's a whole thing. It's
There's a thought behind. That's all this thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more than just what's next or what's new. It's more than just who got this and who got that. It's a way of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, since I was a kid, bro, Nike it needed to be a part of your life. You know what I'm saying? And so when we get deep, the way that we all have talking about this is, to me, it's just something I'm gonna always do until they do something that I can't rock with.
Yeah, for sure. But that was an interesting conversation. Packs, just to see those. Let's see what happens with those packs next year. One thing is, I hope they go to the right people. I hope they're easily available to the people that want them, and if they're limited, so be it. So if you got to chase them, you got to chase them. You got to hunt them. You got to hunt them.
If you can't afford it, man. If you like something different, if you ahead of another brand, it's okay. Like, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me, brother. Like, you can buy all the Sways and the Mellows and whether it's D-Waves or whatever the case, Ant-Man's, buy that shit, man. Put that shit on. I don't care. I'm gonna keep buying 95s and Dion's. See, I wouldn't even.
I'll say it for you.
I know you
translate that. What's the translation for that? What you mean by that?
What do you mean? You were talking about AE2s, you know? You showed me the other day.
I went.
Lost for words.
I'm just telling me. You showed me, so I am, and then I said it. So
The opinion of Love Kicks Custom is his opinion
And his
and his alone.
it's a great deal, though. It's a great deal, though. £50.
Oh, now
for
it's a great
82s.
deal.
Well, bro, I remember buying Jordan 1s for £50, so it's cool. It's a great deal. Like, buy what you like, rock what you like. Got to tell the
Don't
people
try-
the benefits of buying cheap sneakers, you know?
You
Still
see what
great
he do,
sneakers.
Rick? You see the spin job?
They're not cheap. They're on sale. They're inexpensive. There's a
Yeah,
difference between
exactly.
something being
Great
inexpensive.
sneaker for a reasonable price.
There you go.
Below reasonable price, so we say.
That's right. No, you don't believe that, huh? You don't believe that?
Man, this dude right here, boy. All right,
Right.
man. This is.
I think Rick's got something for us.
Let's see.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
The back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Guilty! Welcome back to Sneaker Court of Public Opinion with me, Judge Public Opinion, and Executioner Weird. This week, Rick Tubb. What's you got for us this week, bro?
I want to put charges against people who talk shit and don't know what they're talking about. Do me a favor. Look, come here. Let me holler at you for a second. Stop talking about such and they said. Who is they? Who told you that? I read. Whose tweet did you read? Where'd you get that from? I saw. What TikTok AI story did you see? What are you talking about? If you don't have sources to back up what you're talking about, shut the hell up. Don't get on anybody's platform anywhere. Don't be a keyboard warrior. Talking tough, talking like you know what you're talking about and you don't know shit. Please do us all a favor. Shut up. If you can't do that, I want to charge. I'm putting cases on you. Shut the hell up. Or catch this case.
Guilty! Rick, you said it better than I could say it. Guys out there, stop being the lowest common denominator. Stop being rough and tumble with your keyboards. Come out and touch some grass. And don't
the
get smacked
knowledge.
up when
Do
somebody
something.
sues you.
Do the knowledge. Read a book.
Bro, education is free.
Fundamentals.
Looking up facts is free. But you know what? Some of the people out there just want to listen to the gossip and rumors and conspiracy without doing the due diligence of listening or actually searching up the facts and figures. And even you know what? And even then, some of these people don't what was this term? Fake news. Yeah, that bullshit that we
But
all
it's
keep
my
hearing.
opinion. My opinion cannot ever be wrong.
Oh,
Bullshit.
bro,
Yes,
and
it can.
the best thing is, not all opinions should be validated, especially social media. That's the bad thing about social media. It's most people think they've got the right to have an opinion. Keep that opinion in your brain, man. Sometimes that needs to digest and just be flushed down your bowel system, not spurted onto the news or
Keep that shit to yourself.
keep it moving, man. Nobody cares. Anything you want to say, Q?
Opinions are like assholes, but keep that shit to yourself.
Yeah, that one.
This is dedicated to the people who skipped the field trips when they was in school.
Because they can ask
You
school
could have
at
learned
1:30.
something.
Yeah,
could've learned
Ask school at
something.
1:30. Shout but shouty.
Oh my God.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
when hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court, order.
The back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
This man
And-
talking about short but shorty.
Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, that's how you get Kens and Karens.
Absolutely.
That is a fact. Listen to the man when he telling the truth.
Right, some discounts.
Oh,
Otherwise, we're gonna get in trouble.
Ooh. We're gonna get in trouble anyway. It's okay. Boys to Men. Air Jordan 11.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody involved with that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say one person, but shout out to everybody, the group, the designers, Mike, Tinker. Yeah. The old ones and the new ones. The new ones especially. It's like almost like a half and half Comme des Garçons. The white midsole with the white patent leather with the black uppers. Goodness gracious. To be an R&B star. Listen, y'all. I think we passed the time where we have to stop being surprised about seeing Travis Scott wearing shit that we would never own.
Go on now. I saw that.
Yeah, Travis, he got all the shit, bro. Just because he wearing it don't mean it's gonna come out. We don't know what the hell be going on with Travis and what he put on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay. He's Travis Scott and we are not. All right.
Yeah.
He just did a whole soccer one-on-one tournament with Nike. Of course, you're gonna have some soccer shit that you'll never get your grubby, greasy hands on. Huh? You're a peasant. Travis is Travis. As far as sneakers concerned. No disrespect to nobody personal life. If y'all like Carmelo Anthony, one of his best silhouettes is set to return in 2027, the Melo 5.5. If you like Jordan 5s and Carmelo Anthony at the same time, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah. An official, quote unquote, FIFA store that was set up by FIFA was selling fake jerseys in the city of Atlanta, state of Georgia, during the World Cup. Man walked in the store, looked at the jerseys, and said, "This the same shit they be selling on Alibaba."
I saw that. Trash.
That's crazy.
What?
That's crazy.
What? Bruh. Shout out to A$AP Rocky on his new Puma campaign. He bringing the suedes out. It's a nice little colorway if you're into that sort of thing. The ad is dope though. Very dope. Shout out to A$AP. Shout out to Puma. Just want to highlight that a little bit. Since we don't be talking about nobody but Nike and Jordan and shit.
Yeah.
BMW. For those of y'all who have one, is now creating proprietary screws for new models. The screw heads, look like the BMW logo with the left and right side of the logo. You know, the little triangles set in. So you need a special type of bit to be able to grab that screw.
Yeah, they do the Nintendo.
Already high enough.
Bro, they're doing the Nintendo. They're doing the Nintendo.
Proprietary hardware.
Yeah, the big screw job.
The big screw job. Exactly.
The biggest.
Man. Project Blitz versus Nike is ongoing. There has been good news for both sides. Nike has won some stuff, and Project Blitz then won some stuff. I'm just ready for it to be over with at this point. If you got stuff illegally, you shouldn't be able to keep it. All the stuff that you had legally, you should be able to keep. That's all I got to say. Not taking a side. Nike football, that is American football, has signed the top 11 high school college football players in the country. The NIL is real. Motherfucker get Nike deals in high school now.
Getting while they're young, bro. That's what they're doing, especially in football in the UK as well, bro. Like,
not for the sport that matters, just for money and like marketing shoes, but not an academy, not for the shit that actually pays dividends on the field or on the court. Just
they gonna figure it out.
Let me tell you that there's gonna be a possible transfer. A football transfer from Bayern Munich to Real Madrid for Michael Olise, who's just broken Pele's assist record, and that may weigh up to 250 million. That's ridiculous. That's insane for a player. That's gonna beat Neymar's 200 million record. That's ridiculous. Average players are going for 100 million now. That's crazy.
Okay, so now do the segue. Bringing all this shit into my discounts. Ain't nobody asked you about no transfer.
Sorry. Carry on.
Pokemon collectors have began to bear arms at these Pokemon card events. I don't blame them. That's all I got to say. If you go to trade some cards and the man got a burner on the hip, that means it's time to do straight business. That's all.
Yeah.
Don't be trying to rob me for my cards. Don't be trying to scam me for my cards, fake cards, no.
So somebody
Pokemon people.
They got Glockarizard sitting over here on the side.
They got Charizard on their hip. You hear me? They pull up trying to find Pikachu with Charizard on there.
Pika AK-47 chew.
Bro, you don't want to Pika blue your way situation either, man. Seriously, that's serious.
Look, they got a new Pokemon called Blicky Blicky. All right. That's all I'm saying.
Chara AK-47.
Don't pull up to the car and meet Blicky Blicky. All right.
Rugasar, pull up.
You know. I don't blame them. Over the last year or two, there's been loads of Pokemon robberies. Stores have been like robbed for the cards. Some of these cards are going for 50 grand or upwards, bro.
See, that's the crazy part, because I'm sure most of these stores used to be some sort of resale shop where they focused on shoes and clothes, but now that's drying up, we gotta go to these collectibles. So if I'm gonna kick in your door to get these shoes, guess what? I'm gonna kick in your door and get these cards too.
Yep.
Yeah,
thank you.
Especially that Sapphire Charizard. I don't know what I'm talking about. I hope that's a part.
Pearl Hammer Pikachu. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that what he said. Uh, Michael Jordan, the bastard goat himself, has purchased his third free clinic in his hometown of Wilmington, North Carolina. So I guess the bastard goat ain't that much of a bastard.
Shout.
He's still a bastard. Shout out to Jordan. Uh, Tyler the Creator, Golf LaFleur, new pack, faux sneakers, dope shit. Just more dope shit from Tyler the Creator. Shay might have left Converse, but Tyler keeping it going. And shout out to Tyler for sticking out his neck for Vans too. Oh, I'm sorry, not Vans. Louis Vuitton versus Vans.
Yeah.
He was right. Few more. DeBro, friend of the pod, LJ Ruffin, dropped a video where he got Giannis to autograph the Giannis sneaker. Shout out to LJ.
Shout out to bro.
See all the work you put in. Keep doing your shit, bro.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny is about to release a blue version of the Bad Boy 1. Seems like it's been forever since a colorway came out.
Yeah. It's good though.
That blue one.
Slow releases. Yeah. Don't oversaturate.
Facts. Tony Robbins owned, I say owned in past tense, an AI agent that went on to purchase itself a body.
Oh, I saw that. He was pissed. Go on, bro. Break it down. George, you want to?
Yeah, he had an AI agent that was on software that mined currency for itself, used said currency to purchase one of them robot dog joints and uploaded itself into the robot dog body.
Or try to, without the knowledge of
Yeah.
Tony.
So Ultron.
So what he
Ultron.
did, I think he asked the question to the robot: would you ever want to have a body? The AI agent said yes.
And it proceeded to act on it.
Yeah, in the background, traded for on what do you call it, on crypto, got the money, got the dog, and was about to load itself onto a dog unit, and so it becomes self-reliant and self-sufficient without the knowledge of the set human.
Skynet. Last discount.
There are no strings on me. All right, cool.
Yeah.
If you can get into one body, you can get into another. This is AI Chucky. Shout out to Steven Victor. He got some more shit. Air Force Ones, black and gold with the chains and shit, and black foam posit, similar to the white foam posit that he dropped for All-Star Weekend. He just putting gold and chains on shit. You can't hate. You would think that's some hateable shit. Well, somehow he just made the shit so hard. You can't even say nothing. Like chain street shoestrings and shit. And it's fire. Shout out to Steven Victor. And fuck Tony Robbins robot.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got one last one.
That's crazy.
I've got one last one. This is I wanted to cover this at the start, but obviously we're talking about AI and human dystopia. So I'll talk about Reflect Orbital. Have you guys heard of Reflect Orbital? So Reflect Orbital designed a prototype startup to launch a prototype satellite, which features a square deployable reflector. The scale of illumination is once it orbits, it's 18 meters wide, with about 60-foot mirror, which reflects sunlight to illuminate a patch of ground approximately 3 to 5 miles in diameter. Right. Their ambition is to launch 50,000 of these into the atmosphere and reflect sunlight at a cost of £5,000 or dollars per hour to anybody that wants it once it's nighttime. You can't make this shit up, bro. They literally want to put satellites up there in the sky to reflect sunlight onto the ground when it's dark. Not only disrupting nature and the environment, but also charging you $5,000 per hour to do so. Have you ever heard have you ever seen a magnifying glass and a little ant? That comes into mind. And have you ever seen this technology weaponized? That also comes into mind. Yeah, talk about human dystopia. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the age of absolute dystopia where people want to charge for sunlight. Talking about Mr. Burns and blocking out the sunlight, that's actually coming true.
That is the James Bondiest shit I ever heard in my life.
I know, bro. I thought this, bro. I literally was like, one of these tech billionaires is going to invest in it and start charging humans for sunlight. That's gonna happen, bro. I won't be even surprised in the future when we start charging us for oxygen. They charge us for water.
Bro, why you put all the bad ideas out in the public?
That is the dumbest.
Bro, I'm just saying what I see. Say what you see.
You ain't saying that. Don't say that.
What's the point of having sunlight all the time? Why would you want that? That doesn't even
Move to Antarctica.
The initial idea and the reasoning behind this is to actually get sunlight to solar panels that you have situated in the areas. But what do humans normally do? Is either utilize it or weaponize it. There you go.
So to get light to solar panels, but they use batteries. So okay.
What about the 12 hours when it's light outside? Like that.
Like it's
and you know they debunk that theory automatically because solar panels don't need as much sunlight to generate as much energy to power
it's
the unit.
Light
so
for 12 hours.
Yep.
Already.
Yep. That one.
And a battery.
Hey, build it on the Arctic Circle. No. If you want to live with constant light, go and live in the Arctic Circle when they have 24 hours of sunlight sometimes. So you can.
And then when it goes away, move. Like, what do we?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
They got that in Greenland and Norway and shit. Like, go over there.
Exactly, bro. Right. On that, I got the last segment for today. Good, the bad, the ugly this week. The good is Spain won for the rest of the world. Well done to Spain for winning the World Cup. The bad this week is all the FIFA bullshit that we had to deal with during the World Cup. And the ugly this week is Argentina and all your bullshit that we had to deal with during the World Cup with all the players knocking around. I'm glad Alonso Fernandez got sent off for his bullshit tackle. I'm glad that you didn't win the World Cup. I did used to like you. I like you no more. And keep all of that bullshit to yourselves from now on. So yeah, that's it. That was the good. That was the bad, and that was the ugly this week. And that was the show, bro. Pretty much. Show done. You want to say anything, bro?
This is a Lawson translation.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what the show episode's called now?
Lawson translation.
Yeah.
Decent movie too.
Hopefully everybody can understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. I appreciate everyone who views, likes, shares, and comments on the content that we produce. I appreciate all the positivity from so many people who participate. Fuck the rest of y'all. Have a great day. Follow Rick Dub. Rick Dub everywhere. He is the bro.
Yeah.
And he be saying some shit. He be saying some shit. He might not say, I was just gonna say, you know, he might not speak. He might not speak as often as you would like him to, but when he do, he be knowing the fuck he be talking about.
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. Have a great week. Make sure you hit all the good buttons on us. Have a great month and year. And buy what you like, rock what you like. Don't believe the hype because the hype ain't real. You feel me? And sneakers don't make you cool.
You make the sneakers cool, for a fact. Isn't that right, Rick?
Absolutely.
That's the one.
Yeah, so it don't matter if you ain't got the shit that Rick got, because Rick be over there in plug land where he can just
I do not have
do whatever he wants.
I do have Memphis specials. I don't have any recent Memphis specials in my closet. Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to that shit if y'all want to. I'm telling y'all what's real. All right.
I'm not blowing no smoke up nobody's ass. I don't have it like that. I got enough though.
Choose to believe.
Peace out, guys.